I'm sure no one's
there he
watching
is.
anyway. What's
That's an amateur operation at best.
that's
not
next
yet.
week, Bob Euchre. Don't
You're
You're
worry.
still upside down.
You're still upside down.
I'm still upside down.
Flip.
Turn your
the
phone
phone.
the other way.
Is,
There you
is
go.
everybody ready?
Why?
I don't know. That's how it wants to be.
I know if John is.
Down.
Are we ready, John?
Fine.
It's 9.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, public save,
Okay.
and we might be live.
Let's see.
Let's check.
I'm
Hey,
on the
we are.
website right now. Yes, we are live.
Woo!
Hey,
We're
We're gonna post
live.
something
We did it.
on
Oh,
I don't
there's
see anything.
Uli.
Instagram.
Oh, there it is.
All right. Looks like we've got 0 views,
Nice.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Thank you.
which is kind of odd because you guys are on it.
Well, I'm on it.
Oh, we have 1 viewer now. Oh, that would be
Julie
Daniel.
might be going to put it on one of the computers.
Nice.
Where's the link?
There's Benjamin.
Oh, is Benjamin on?
Yep, there's our dude.
How did he say something in chat?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not seeing it.
You might be behind.
Oh, there we go. Live chat.
You might be behind.
Oh, there we go. 2. What up, brother?
I'm a little behind my own self.
We know.
Don't stress. Don't hurt yourself, John.
Hey, I've got 6 watching.
Ooh. We
Wow.
are popular.
We're getting crazy.
Oh, Kelly's the other one.
Nice. Hi, Kelly. Can we crack these yet? Well, we have to have Julie here, of course.
My wife.
Eric.
My wife.
Eric's. Are you ready?
Yes.
Cheers.
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 John, do the intro song. Oh my God, he's just a beer can. Thank you.
Is that it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
it.
it.
Just
That's
one
all I
go.
wanted.
No, do it longer.
Don't
This is
stop.
This is this is what the people came for.
Yep.
quality
Should I do
live
it
event we
longer?
got here. Well, welcome back to a live episode of the Movie Podium. What's up, guys?
What
Hey.
up?
Hey,
Hello.
Hello, John.
not yet.
I haven't gotten there. I
Okay.
was just saying hi to the crowd, not you.
Well, they're all John.
Oh, that's true.
Everyone's
Hello,
John.
John.
Well, if this is your first time tuning in, this is a weekly podcast where we collectively choose a movie to watch, and then at the end of the week, we get together and talk about it, even though now we do it on Thursdays. It's kind of like a book club.
But for movies.
But for movies.
It's for movies.
We also came up with a set of questions to ask ourselves, such as, is this a podium movie or a top 3 movie in the year of its respective release? I'm your host, Matt Scott, and I'm here with my dudes, Dave,
Hey.
Daniel.
Heyo.
Hello, John.
Hello, John.
Hello, John.
Hello, John.
Hello, John.
Hello. Hello, John. I'm from
Hello, John.
We've got Cooking with Kevin himself.
That's me.
Cooking with Kevin. Cooking with Kevin. He's whipping up food to put you in the mood. He's got a little liquid courage that makes him a better cook. To see him in action, come and take a look at Cooking with Kevin. Cooking with Kevin. Cooking with Kevin. Cooking with Kevin.
You let that one go on.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a long
kinda-
play.
You should have just played the whole song at that point.
Well, that is the whole song.
That was.
I wanted to see. I don't remember the end of it, so I kind of wanted to see how that finished.
Mornings. Take a couple of days off.
What is?
Got a big old bag of potatoes back here.
You're just playing the whole.
It's the whole thing. Oh my god! This recording is 7 minutes. Well, for those who don't know, they can go watch Cooking with Kevin. A big old bag of French fries or tater tots.
That's the whole
Instead
episode.
a big old bag of potatoes.
So yeah, if you want to go check out Cooking with Kevin,
What's going on here?
and then we've got Eric and his wife Julie. What's up?
Hello.
Hey, Julie.
Hello.
I apologize in advance for what you're about to get into.
I'm ready.
Don't apologize.
It's too late to apologize.
I am married.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daniel.
All right, and without further ado, we present our next movie, which we're not going to play a trailer for, but we'll have Daniel sing us a song.
Crazy Rich Asians. A couple of Asians go back to Asia, and she finds out he's super rich. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
I
That was
love
it.
that was like, you know, when you're
Fergie and
on
Jesus.
a curb on your bike and like you really have to pedal for that first one to get over the curb, but then you're good. That's kind of what
Yeah.
that was.
Yeah. You'd think I'd be prepared by now to have a song ready.
No.
No, that's what makes it good.
Yeah.
You never think about the song. You're about as
Never.
consistent as me with my top fives.
Did you make one?
But I have
Will we
one. I
find
have
out?
one. I have one.
Ooh.
Oh,
Let's hold off on it.
He'll get to it when he gets to it. It's his top 5.
Kevin,
You're not the boss of us.
if
Kevin.
you yell at me one more time, I will leave this podcast.
all right. Well, let's start with an introduction. This movie was picked by you guys as our final rom-com of the month. We had 27 Dresses, this, Palm Springs, and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. And this one, by quite a large margin, I feel like it's
Nice.
probably a recency bias. I mean, it's probably the one everyone's seen most recent. And so...
Or maybe it's
Yeah,
just that
it-
good.
And maybe it's that good, too. It's better than Along Came Polly. That was easy.
Let's not go too fast here. Whoa.
And also, it's a leap year or a day of the leap year. So I thought that was pretty cool. We're ending on leap year. Maybe we
Does
should
this
have done the
podcast
movie.
even count?
What?
Oh yeah, we could have watched Leap Year.
Which is a great movie, by the way.
Yeah.
I know I didn't even realize we were going to do that. But yeah, there's that. But this was also a solid choice. We'll see if this makes anyone else's podium list. Oh, Benjamin says if Kevin doesn't play drums tonight, what am I even doing here?
God. No.
We know how to close out a podcast, right, Kevin?
Oh yeah.
So if you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. We are almost to 700 subscribers. I think we were at 692 last time I looked.
That's awesome. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Hope you're checking out our
Donka.
shorts and our weekly podcast. This has been fun and
Check out my shorts.
ridiculous.
Yeah, how about my shorts?
Yeah, eat my shorts as well. There is that. You can also check out the movie podium.net. The Poovy Podium.
What happened there?
The poopy
It
podium.
was a glitch in the system. Oh, Kelly does have
program
a point.
glitched.
I am always wearing shorts, so you could check out my shorts as well.
Yeah.
I wore shorts today in Kansas City. It was like 20 when I left.
It's like me wearing jeans all the time.
Yeah, that's fair, except less comfortable.
Wait, the jeans
can
are less
also-
comfortable than the shorts.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, okay,
100%.
okay.
I'll debate that.
Short
Short
bus,
bus shorty. You can also check out the moviepodium.net, as I was saying, where you can get the shirt. Kevin's not wearing his, which I don't understand. Oh, but you can also get some koozies. Check it out.
Hey, John, look, you can get this.
You can show the camera.
Yeah,
What?
My
yeah.
koozie still buried in a box.
You jerk.
We see how you value this.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't judge me.
Ready for some random ass facts?
Yes.
Let's do it.
This is actually lower than Thor at 6.9.
The fuck,
Ooh,
man?
really?
What? You're just gonna steal? You're just gonna remove the bit
I am.
where we ask you whether it's fucking
You didn't see it coming,
higher
did you?
than Thor or not? I don't know what the audience thinks about this, but I don't like it.
Yeah,
Gotta-
you know,
I gotta
I'm on Dave's
switch it
side of
up.
this one.
Oh,
How dare you?
I know. Well, if you were wondering, it was lower.
Okay.
Just by a hair.
Right. Apparently, this was Henry Golding, who plays Nick's first acting role. So he was a TV host for travel shows before this. And his accountant and the director, John Chu's accountant, or they shared an accountant. And somehow John Chu, the director, got in touch with Henry Golding. And so he actually had to cut his honeymoon short. He was getting married, went on his honeymoon, said, "Hey, I got an audition for this role." Went to this audition and apparently knocked it out of the park. Had no acting before this. And they said, you know what? Let's go with him anyway. So I thought that was cool.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not sure if anybody has any idea on this movie. I have never heard of it. But this was the first all-Asian cast rom-com since The Joy Luck Club in 1993.
I've
never heard of
that.
No idea.
Mm-mm. But thought that was significant since it was, that far back.
Yeah.
This movie underperformed at the Chinese box office. So it opened up with a 1.2 million box office, which was actually 8th place
Wow.
in its opening weekend in Asia or in China. It was a lot bigger here.
Yeah, I was gonna
say how to do in the States.
I think it ended up making worldwide over close to 300 million.
Yeah, it was like I remember reading a fact where it was like on October of that year, it was at like 256 million, which outperformed every rom-com in the past decade from when it was released.
Yep.
So it performed well here at least.
Yeah, definitely. But apparently in China, it was 8th place. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
They just call it
Maybe.
crazy rich people.
Maybe
So,
they thought it was too
speaking of-
Americanized.
Well, it's funny that Benjamin says that because that kind of segues into my next point or my next random ass fact. The filmmakers were pressured to change the title of the film. So this movie is based off of a book with the same title. And I guess John Chu and company fought to keep it. They said it was provocative and bold and had people talking. And obviously they wanted to stay true to the book as much as they could. So luckily they got to keep the name, but apparently the people making it or paying for it were pressuring them to change it.
Huh.
They didn't like it.
Yeah.
Can't say Asian.
Was there an
You
alternate
can't call him
title?
rich.
Like what
can't
they
call
want
him
to call it?
I actually, they didn't really specify on any specific name or change of name, but maybe it was Crazy Rich People.
I read that the movie production got approached and offered by Netflix for a bigger budget.
Yep.
And they turned it down to prove that American Asian production companies are viable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Which
that
is
was
pretty
actually
cool.
my last fact. So
I'm
that's
sorry.
No, that's
Let
great.
Me just steal your thunder.
Please
there.
do. Less
Okay.
that I have to talk.
Well, I just said it, so We can
Well,
move
You're welcome.
but to talk about that, I mean, Netflix wanted to go straight to Netflix and not go to theaters, which I
Yeah.
think would have been a mistake in this case,
Yeah.
given how successful it was at the box office.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else have any facts? Did anybody look anything up? Kevin, you always try to look things up.
I got finished watching this movie about an hour ago. So
I'm gonna
still limited.
wager to bet that Kevin didn't like this movie.
Oh, it's all right.
I
Sure.
looked up Singapore. I couldn't
Had you
help
never heard of it
myself.
before?
No, I haven't.
It's in Asia.
Somewhere in Asia, I'm told.
Yeah.
But Singapore is the second or third most population dense territory in the world. I might
Wow.
consider it the first
world.
because the other two are actually parts of China, Macau and Hong Kong. But Singapore has 281 square miles of area and like 6.7 million population.
Holy shit!
Which makes it the most population dense nation in the world.
Wow. So they have.
How I
Do they have
classify it.
mansions on mansions then?
Maybe.
I guess so.
'Cause
Yeah.
There's not a lot of. That's not a lot of land for that many people.
Yeah.
There's some
No.
crazy rich ones over there.
John's stat of the
Yeah.
day.
It's like
Yeah,
if
bringing it.
Columbus,
I like it.
It's about the same area of Columbus, but like 6 or 7 more times the population. So
Yeah.
stack
that's
Columbus on
insane.
itself 6 or 7 times.
Lots
Nice.
of high rises.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. All right. Question time. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this?
I bet that sounded great.
We have music
I
for
think
the
we're ready.
questions, guys.
We do?
Oh, fuck. Sorry, I forgot.
Favorite thing about the movie?
Wait, who left?
John. Oh, got rearranged.
Whoa,
Yeah, it got rearranged. What?
It moved around.
Whoa.
Got some
Oh my
That's weird.
gosh.
Limp Bizkit stuff going on here.
All right. So favorite thing about the movie. Let's go with our guest of honor, Julie. What was your favorite thing about the movie?
My favorite thing was the impact it had. That it was a full Asian cast rom-com and was wildly successful, at least in America. And I also learned a bunch of things about Singapore. I knew it was a country, I knew it existed, but I didn't just seeing the different scenes and places in Singapore. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's
And
really
just
pretty.
learning more about it and just the culture and their family dynamics for crazy rich people. Very
Yeah,
cool.
that part's nuts. Yeah, it's really pretty. Really, a lot of really cool scenes. Like when she lands and she talks about the movie theater and stuff. It's like, what?
Yeah.
And a butterfly
like-
garden.
In the
Yeah, that's
airport.
nuts. Yeah, a lot different than JFK or O'Hare, which I literally flew out of today. O'Hare smells horrible, so I can't imagine what a butterfly garden would be. Eric,
does it
what about
smell
you?
like?
It'd be
Yeah,
it'd be a butt hyphen fly garden in O'Hare. 'cause it would
Yeah,
smell like a butt.
exactly.
My favorite thing was the fuck you moment to Eleanor from Rachel when they were playing Mahjong, and
Oh,
she essentially just fucking said,
She
"Hey."
stuck it to her.
Yeah, exactly. She stuck it to her and gave her the middle finger and then just walked away.
How about you, Ellen Knott?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Doesn't even make sense.
and then she ended up walking out with her mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, her mom's like, yeah, fuck
Yeah.
you as well.
Fuck you too.
Yeah, Benjamin's favorite thing was when when she shoves that checkers piece down the mom's throat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Checkers.
Checkers.
Yeah.
Chinese checkers, right? Isn't that game?
That's
I
that's
think
not
yeah,
the
that's,
same
that's
game.
probably it.
I
That's
know.
probably it.
I was good at that game. Anyways, Eric, what was your favorite thing?
I just said mine.
What the hell's happening with Matt? Is having so many technical difficulties.
Okay.
He needs to
So-
reboot. He needs
Matt
to
needs to
reboot.
Matt Control Alt Delete twice. Reboot yourself.
What's it doing? It's like making a staticky sound every time he plugs
let's
his
see here.
headphone in.
Something like that. I don't know. I think we can hear him.
Oh,
Well, we
man.
can improvise.
Yeah,
I can't
we
hear
can-
anything though.
No, he can't hear.
Okay.
Oh,
We're doing great, guys.
Yeah, this is great. Hey, Matt, what about some other headphones?
There you go.
It stopped.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello, Matthew.
hello, Matt.
This is great. Dave, what was
So,
your favorite part of the movie?
Julie stole mine. My favorite thing about the movie I saw was Singapore looks cool.
Okay.
Singapore
You,
is pretty.
okay, so Julie and you both stole Daniel's favorite thing
Oh,
about
that
with Harry Met Sally, which was New York.
New
is
York.
pretty.
And then I like where the party ended up being on a cargo ship, and it
Oh,
was
yeah.
just down inside the different containers.
Yeah, in the waters. Yeah,
Like you couldn't tell what it was from the outside until you got over top of it.
yeah.
Well, you have the lettering just
Well,
right
we
on the
can
side of
just
the
skip
ship.
me.
Colin's bachelor party.
Yeah, Ballin Collins.
Yeah.
Matt, can you hear us?
Hear anything?
He's not plugged in right now.
He's not turned
I
on.
love that he's just saying into the microphone that I can't hear anybody.
Oh, of course, since we're live, I can't adjust anything, and I can't hear shit.
you,
Yeah, but you plugged. Are you plugged in?
he can't.
Oh, I know you can hear me. The mic works fine. It's my headphones.
Plug.
No, it's not. Yeah, I can plug it in.
It's the audio input, not the output.
Fancy ass microphone.
You gotta plug it in.
Newfangled contraptions.
Yeah. Hello, Matt.
It's the
Hello.
Dell.
Hello.
It's for sure the Dell.
The Dell.
Dude,
you hear me?
You're getting Adele.
Can you hear us?
I think that's a no.
Mic check.
I can't close out because I assume if I close out, I'm.
You close
Well,
the
you can
stream.
try.
We'll be right back.
We might
Try
have
and leave
an interruption.
and see what happens.
BRB.
Yes, John.
Oh,
Hello,
I
John.
was just holding up a.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if we're live.
We're
It
we're
looks like
still
we're
live.
still alive.
Hey,
Yeah,
there
we're
we go.
still live.
Heck yeah.
So I'm going to
Okay.
take over as
Yeah.
host while Matt figures this out.
Thank you.
And
Daniel.
Kevin, what was your favorite thing about the movie?
My favorite thing, other than the scenery, was at the very end where Rachel was proposed with from his mom's ring.
Yeah,
That was
Yep.
my favorite.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
we can hear you.
Yeah,
I
can
can
you
hear
hear
you.
us?
Can you hear us?
He
That's
said he
a no.
can't
Oh,
hear.
that's cool.
Hey Matt, what do you think about my favorite thing?
Matt, stare blankly at the screen if you can hear us.
Can you do like auto caption or anything?
No.
Hey Kelly,
Oh,
relay
okay,
everything to
hold
Matt.
on. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Kelly, can you take
tell
your
Matt
computer
what
down
I
to Matt?
said.
Hey, John, what was your favorite
He
thing?
said, hey.
I liked the garden party for the night blooming flower.
Yeah?
You know,
The
Tonwa.
Tonwa.
That would be your
pretty
favorite
much
part.
it. I'm like, oh, that is such a cool party.
that is so on track.
I want to be in that party.
Yeah, I want to be at that party for sure.
Daniel?
On brand. My favorite thing was I'm a sucker for makeover scenes. So the scene where they're changing her dress for that party
For the wedding?
John was talking about. That is my favorite scene.
I thought it was
Is
the
that
wedding.
too?
It's before.
Oh, you're right. It is the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Material Girl or a
Yes.
cover of Material Girl?
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good song.
John, you're stepping on other questions.
Yes.
Oh.
Quit it.
They might need just
Can you hear me?
kind of.
We can hear you, yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
All right. Yeah, barely.
Hey, what about that? What about that other microphone? Can you just plug that in?
It's not the microphone.
It's the headphone.
It's like I don't know what it is. It's the input to the headphones. So like remember that Superman episode we did, John and Daniel? It happened to me like 3 times. It's anytime I use the Dell. Like when I use my Mac, it's fine. When I use the Dell, but I want a third screen. And so here we are. Great. I'll say hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Hello,
Thank
Kelly.
you, Kelly, for
So-
unplugging and then plugging Matt back in.
So whatever.
Matt, what was your favorite part of the movie?
Yeah. My favorite part of the movie.
Back away from the mic a little
Yeah,
bit.
back away
Is
from
it?
the mic.
I
a tiny
can't hear
bit.
myself anymore. So
You're very loud.
okay.
You're a little loud.
There
Better?
you go. Oh yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're great now.
All right.
Beautiful.
So my favorite thing about this movie was Rachel Chu. She's a babe and teaches game theory at NYU.
Yep.
Her spiel on playing someone in poker and how most people play not to lose instead of playing to win is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I also like how at the end of the movie, it kind of plays out in the opposite when she's like, nobody wins if we get together or if I said I accepted the proposal.
Yeah.
And that's kind of also game theory when it's a lose-lose situation.
100%.
So I like how that's all intertwined and they did a really good job of doing that. So I really liked her character in general.
I agree.
Same.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we
All
all
right.
went.
Did everybody go?
Yeah, I
She
think
was a
we all
cool
went.
character.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get my.
Oh, did you not
bearings
hear
here.
everybody else's?
Yeah, you guys did. You guys
Did you
did
hear
great.
what Kevin said?
You guys did awesome. See if I can hear now.
Hello.
Mike,
No.
Mike, check.
Oh,
1, 2,
that's
1, 2.
annoying. All right, next category. We've got least favorite thing about the movie.
This is a long version. We're getting
Almost,
a lot
yeah.
of the long version tonight.
I think it's because he's tired or running low on power. And his
Where'd he go?
computer- I don't know.
Hoverboards don't work on water.
Okay, let's do
what?
this. Hey Daniel. Oh
There he is.
The Dell is struggling.
yeah, Adele is struggling.
Adele?
And now he can't hear us again.
Can you?
No,
hear
I can hear you barely.
She is
Oh,
sick right now.
Okay.
It's just super quiet for some reason. What was your least favorite thing, Daniel?
My least favorite thing was the scene where the mother, where Rachel's like going to find a bathroom or something, and the mother confronts her and tells the whole story about how the grandmother said that the mother would never be good enough for the father, and then she goes ahead and just does the exact same thing to Rachel and tells Rachel that she will never be good enough for her son.
Mm-hmm.
It was like,
Was it like you will
damn.
never be good enough, or like you will never be good enough?
Second one?
Second one.
Yeah.
Can Matt hear us?
Who knows? Dave, what was your least favorite thing about the movie?
Yeah, I can't hear
My-
shit. Sorry.
My least favorite thing about the movie was that it's set in 2018, and this chick did not use the internet at all to figure out who this guy was.
What if? Okay, so what if he didn't have like a Facebook and shit like that? I mean, I'm not saying he didn't, but
Why
like, what
did
if he
everybody else know?
Because he's
I,
from
hey,
there.
I had the exact same least favorite thing. There's no
yeah?
fucking way she didn't know. No
Yeah.
way.
So he
Hey,
can't.
you drive a Bentley and you have a penthouse in Manhattan? Well,
No,
like,
I don't think
the-
he lived like that.
Yeah, he didn't live like that in New York.
like
He lived more modestly
He
in New
went
York.
to the Y.
No,
that smells.
I get him living modestly and not revealing
Mhm.
his family's money or anything like that. But what I don't understand is like everybody else knowing who Nick was, but her not knowing who she was.
Yeah,
yeah.
I get
So
that. for
like
sure.
so when they talk, okay, so like when they have a conversation and nothing about their families come up, like, and then he's about to get engaged to her or propose, like
He
you
always
never had
changed
a
the subject.
Yeah.
what?
She said he always changed the subject.
Right, but like, isn't that? I mean, what did he live in a dump? I mean, it had to be pretty obvious that he was well off, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you don't just magic unless you live like Cinderella. I don't know. That was one of my nitpicks as well.
Yeah.
Why? And the other thing, I just didn't like that this guy kept what Matt, you're echoing real bad.
Yeah. Can you turn echo?
Like I
cancellation off?
can hear myself talking through your speaker.
I can't turn it off.
So I also didn't like that he just kept his family's money a secret.
I'm gonna
Like
I'm gonna
built
piggyback right there. Like I agree. Like, why did he keep it a secret from her? He should have told her. That's my least favorite thing.
Yeah, and she says as much too. She's
Yeah.
like, "Hey,
If
you
they-
gotta let me
it's
know this
technically-
stuff."
if they technically built the country, you know, like as far as like real estate and stuff goes, like that's a pretty big deal. And I feel like that name, again, going back to her not being able to figure out who the guy was, but everybody else knowing who he was.
Yeah.
Maybe she didn't search his name plus Singapore.
Shishi?
Maybe she didn't search his name plus Singapore. Just Nick Young, New York.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
that or like
Stern but fair.
if she was like going to get married to him, I think I'd want to know about his family. Like, what does your mom do? What does your dad? I don't know. Just like basic things, I guess would have made some sense.
Yeah. But she said that Nick and her haven't even talked about that.
What?
She said that Nick and her haven't even talked about that, about marriage. So like she's not even thinking that right now.
But
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, Matt.
Yeah.
Because dating someone for a year and
Yeah.
have no idea about their family, that's
Yeah.
a big
Yeah.
red flag.
Yeah, 100%. That's like a psycho or something. Like you could be a serial killer or have
Something
another
they do.
family.
Or
You're
just
hiding
say your
something.
family
The
sucks.
family does live
Yeah.
on the other side of the country, though. But still,
Well-
not talking about them is weird.
Yeah. I agree with that. And the other thing that I wanted to nitpick on was that I think I'm not a fan of his character because I think he's too flawless. Like he has no flaws, nothing. The dude's perfect. Like I need a little bit of like something, like you know, like he's
Matt's
too
like,
perfect.
beautiful face, washboard abs. You see
Yeah.
that hair? Perfect.
I don't know. I'd say lying to your girlfriend for a year is kind of a imperfection there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's too much
Well-
of a mama's boy.
Well, it adds to my dislike of his character then. I just was not a fan of his character in general. I really liked her, and then I really didn't like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that for sure.
Definitely.
John, what was your least favorite thing?
I didn't like the pretense and familial pressure in both Nick and Rachel's cases where they've got all this shit they're supposed to live up to just because their family is expecting it, which must be cultural. I think that is kind of a big point of the movie, is that these people have family obligations that they're supposed to consider before their own passions. Rachel's shamed for following her passion. So that's my least favorite part.
Which you would know about more than any of us, right? I mean, with religion at least.
Well, yeah. But yeah, the whole point, like, Nick's family is basically trying to get him back, saying he's been away for too long, and goes so far as saying he's like changed, like when he's gone for so long, he's like no longer part of the family.
Yeah.
So I guess that did hit home for me, the whole like family inclusion thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
for
good
sure.
one.
Who hasn't gone on this since I've been thrown off here?
Kevin, Daniel, and us.
All right, Kevin.
I had a couple, but I'm going back and forth on which one I wanted to put it forward. But I'm going to go with when Rachel gets the information about her dad, and it's like, that's really dramatic things that would put any normal person down a weird spiral.
Yeah,
all of her life, and like it's just kind of set aside. Like it's like a really quick cut and dry thing, and then it continues. Like that's a heavy hitter that really didn't do anything.
I don't know. She's like in bed, immobilized for like a week.
Yeah.
I feel like that would take a couple years.
Yeah, the fact that her in-laws or potential in-laws basically used that as like a bomb to drop on her.
Yeah.
Like,
and she didn't know it.
Yeah, it's a double win.
But if you grow up, I mean, she had no idea who the person was. She grew up her entire life thinking that the person was dead. I mean, I don't know how much of a connection you would have.
Yeah. You're right.
I don't know.
Yeah. It is a pretty significant thing for them to like just decide, oh yeah, here at this wedding, we're gonna tell you this huge fucking thing. Because
maybe it was a longer plot point in the book that didn't make it into the movie.
Well, I haven't read the books, but I read about the second book. It's about Rachel looking for her dad, the person, her mom, who was her mom's friend that her mom fell in love with. That's the second book, what some of it centers around. So they do dive into it deeper.
I got you. That makes more sense. It just seemed like it was like a really heavy point that wasn't really.
It is very
dove
deep
into.
Yeah.
Life changing.
Yeah.
Julie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about Julie?
Oh, I'm piggybacking off of the Nick hate a little bit but mine is that it seemed that he really, for someone that says he loves her, he really set her up to fail or didn't think about a lot of things. Like he just, he's like, oh, she's a New Yorker. She lectures millennials. She's fine. But if she had shown up to that first dinner in her dress, she would have been set up to fail right from the get-go. And there's just times like that throughout it where he just didn't even think about it or help her with it because she's gonna have no idea. Luckily she had a rich friend who was able to help her, but
yeah, that was random.
He just was setting her up to fail throughout by keeping the things from her and not being a true partner, right? Throughout it. So that's why I didn't like it, and him just lying.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree. Like
Yeah.
I would for her sake, like, hey, at least help me out. Throw me a bone. Tell me what I'm getting into, especially your mom. Like, come on.
Yeah. Well, like she says, she's like I don't care that your family has a whole bunch of things, but I just think it's weird that I'm learning about it on the flight over
Right.
to Singapore to meet them.
Like, oh, by the way, my family's the richest family in the entire city, and so
When
Yeah,
her
that's nuts.
when her friends' parents figure out that it's that Nick, and they're all like, "Oh my god!"
it was like putting his
my
own
God.
selfish
Yeah.
need to keep her to himself or have that stay how it was over helping her and prepping and thinking about what her experience was going to be. That was my least favorite.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a really good one, and yeah, it definitely adds to the Nick hate there. Eric, what about you?
I'm gonna completely agree. It's all that. Julie said it better than I will ever.
Nice. Daniel?
The mother being mean to the. I already went.
Oh,
Wait,
oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I was just going off of Eric, so we're all thrown
Yeah.
off here.
No,
Perfect.
yeah, because it was that scene. It was that scene where.
I love
Sorry,
that
to
Daniel
go-
was just
yeah,
gonna
to-
go again instead of saying, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I already went."
No.
It's a
To
pretty
go back
good
to that
bit.
scene though, sorry, the technical difficulties are throwing me off too. To the cinematography in that scene is awesome because they put Rachel on the step below Eleanor and they
Mhm.
put her up above, so she's like looking down literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really good.
I noticed that while I was watching it. I was like, oh, she took a step down.
Yeah.
That's. Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Ew.
Yeah.
So the power imbalance is even in the physical world. The power imbalance is still
Yeah,
there.
that's a really good catch, Eric. That's awesome. I didn't even notice that, but that is a good point. So next category we've got who won the movie. Even the question didn't
Remix.
reset. Good Lord. Dave, who won the movie?
Yes, I'm glad I get to go first because I'm gonna take the easy way out here and say Rachel won the movie.
Yep. Yep.
Same.
Same here.
Same. I said she married the flawless billionaire and is smart as shit.
Again, did you see the hair? The
You
face
seem-
on that guy?
You seem very cynical towards. What's his name again?
Nick.
Yeah.
Nick. That's it.
I just
What about
know
Daniel?
there's
sorry.
things in the closet that he's not sharing other than being a billionaire.
Yeah,
Like-
what else is he hiding?
Yeah, come on, I'm not buying it. Daniel, what about you?
I said we won because we got to watch a romantic comedy that didn't suck.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, it got a lower rating than Thor. Are we sure it didn't suck?
The
Had a
wedding
higher
scene
rating
got-
than Along Came Polly.
I very much enjoyed this much more than anything else we've watched.
Yeah.
It was
I
too
did
long.
enjoy it too.
It was too long.
2 hours on the dot.
If
Too
it could
long.
have been 1 minute shorter, that would have been optimal.
That would have been great.
This is like an hour 30 movie at best.
What about you, Julie?
I say Astrid.
Ooh, Astrid.
Fuck your husband. You're cheating. Weak
Yeah.
husband. Yes.
Yeah, that was a cool scene at the end when she was like, I might be rich and hide these things, but you still cheated on me. Like, that's pretty shitty anyway.
Well, she was doing it because of his own insecurities, making herself smaller.
Right. Yeah. No, she did a good job there. Anybody else have anything else?
I think that's it. What's the next
I think-
question, boss?
I think
Next
Kevin wanted
question.
to play drums.
Nope.
Right
No,
at
he
this
didn't.
point.
No, he didn't.
All right, next question.
I don't know
We've
how
got-
it's possible either, but
Favorite song moment or score scene?
And it keeps going.
That's a weird remix there.
Matt, what
Dude,
was your
you were
favorite
doing-
song moment or score scene?
Matt, you're doing great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're doing awesome, dude.
What's going
Oh,
on with the
yeah,
Scott
let's just-
household?
What was your
Let's
favorite?
just say it's hard to adjust things when we're already recording.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't change any settings.
We're doing it live.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, John.
So my favorite score scene, and this is always usually my favorite category, and this one was, I mean, there's some pretty cool songs in this or covers. I ended up saying that Yellow, the cover at the end, obviously.
You
The
son of
Chinese
a
cover.
bitch.
You son of a bitch.
I mean, I figured that was
You
most people's,
son of a bitch.
but
I got
it's-
another one.
I've got a backup as well.
I thought it was cool because it's probably like, well, it is one of the most beautiful songs in any language, and so and it was proven there, and I thought
Yeah.
that was cool to hear it in a different language.
Yeah, that's true.
Dave,
The director wrote to Coldplay to get permission to do
Really?
that, apparently. Yeah.
did not know that.
That was one of the trivia things on IMDb.
Yeah.
Stole it.
You can just sign up. Anybody can write that.
They
Hey,
can.
at least
You know what, Kevin? I believe them. Whoever wrote that, I believe you, so please don't be lying. I mean,
Make a fool out of me.
Yeah, Chris Martin actually
fool
knows
me once.
John Chu.
Shame on
no.
me.
Yeah. He is John Chu.
Yeah.
The other one that I'll take then, I like the big band scene after the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good big band.
Oh yeah, Kelly has a good point. You guys walked down the aisle to in our wedding to Yellow.
Oh.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Don't remember that.
Weddings get tense sometimes.
Eric,
Speaking of walking down the aisle, my favorite score scene or song moment was the song that she walked down the aisle to. Can't stop or can't help loving you. The Elvis song.
Can't help falling
Yeah,
in
the-
love.
Yeah, can't help
Yeah.
falling in love with you.
That
Yeah.
was my second one.
Yeah, it's like it's one of the prettiest songs ever, and like
Yeah.
that rendition of it is especially beautiful.
It was
Yeah, they had two.
They had
Yeah.
two.
Well, I was gonna say they had. I mean, including Yellow, they had two of the most pretty songs in my
Oh
opinion.
yeah. I agree.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
off back
Kevin?
off of Eric with that. Yeah, that was you guys both named both of mine, but with continuing on the can't help falling in love is honestly I don't remember what Beth walked down the aisle from when we got married because and this scene was weird because it brought me back to my own one, which is really really weird because the only thing you focus on as anybody who has gotten married with you being on there and you're seeing your soon-to-be wife walking down the aisle, your mind just goes blank, and you're just staring at the woman that's coming down. And even though it wasn't their wedding, but it was kind of that was really brought into that scene. The way it was filmed and the way that song was there is like you just didn't focus on anything else in there.
Yeah, it was
And,
Nick and Rachel like that.
Exactly.
No,
exactly.
it was Colin and Araminta. They got married.
Yeah, oh,
it
yeah,
wasn't.
yeah.
No.
they show both.
but yeah, it was just kind of one that it brought me back to my own wedding, even though those weren't the two being married, and I don't even know what she was walking down to. But that scene, that was the song playing at that time. I do remember that, but in the movie, but that movie was good, or that song was good in that moment.
Yeah.
Her,
Did
her
anybody else have any?
Her mom sang Beth's mom sang whenever she walked down
No.
the aisle, Kevin. Remember?
No, Beth's mom walked her down the aisle.
No,
Yeah, she was
I remember
singing
that too.
as she was walking her down.
Oh, definitely don't remember that.
I have yet. For me, it was the one song that I'm gonna butcher. I actually don't know, but it's the Woya Mi
Yeah.
song that they do at the beginning and at the end at the wedding.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just fun.
Yeah,
and
that's-
it's
I think
stuck
that's-
in my head ever since I saw
I
it.
assume
I
that's
think the big
Dave's,
band
right?
song that Dave said. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
The
good song.
Whoa, yeah.
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 Yes.
The big band,
so-
the big band song.
Yeah, the big
Yeah.
band song. That's what it's called, Dave.
The big band song.
Big band song.
I didn't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
Daniel.
My favorite song was Material Girl, the Asian
Yeah.
cover of Material Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I am a material girl. Yeah, when
boy.
she's getting dressed for the wedding with her college friend and I guess
Oliver.
gay family member of Nick's.
The Rainbow Sheep.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a smart play. I mean, they really did a bunch of smart stuff in terms of song,
Look
just
at that. Though.
the background songs. So like at the beginning, I liked Money as well.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
that was a good one.
Of course, that just set the
That's
tone
what
for
I
the
want.
entire movie.
Yeah.
So they did place things well musically.
Right.
Yeah.
And Money was another one that was done a cover, not in English, but I'm like, oh, I know exactly what song this is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I like when they do that kind of thing. I mean, it just is a testament of how good some of these songs are, right? That they still catch on even if you can't understand what they're saying. Still know the melody, know the
Mhm.
tune. All right, next category. Does this movie get made now? I would say yes. Anybody
Yeah.
disagree?
I do
Yes.
not disagree.
It'll get made.
Do they dare
It does.
make it a mere, what is it, 7 years later?
Yeah,
5
exactly.
years later?
Holy crap.
Isn't a sequel in the works?
It's 6. Okay, so yeah, my answer was yes, but also kind of no, because they were going to do a sequel, but so I think there were, what was it, a female writer and a male writer
Yes.
wrote the movie, and the female writer figured out that she was getting paid less, and so
Uh-oh.
yeah, and so like the whole production stopped on it because of such a mess of that. So I said yes, kinda, but also no, kinda, because of pay inequality.
So are they currently not making a second movie
They
then?
right now, no news.
Dang.
Yeah, no news about it. Is
Wow.
So
Progressed.
it's no kinda.
Or yes, kind
but
of.
also yes, kinda.
Yeah.
They're
get it.
against it.
Daniel, what about you? What
It's-
do you say?
It's,
Daniel.
Yeah.
it's no yet. It's no yes, but not yes no.
Yes. No.
I mean,
Yeah, now.
the theme is poor girl meets rich guy. I think they can make that at any point.
Yeah.
It's very.
Also,
For sure.
thank you, Matt, because I was losing the thread with Eric and Dave.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right.
I would
Next
apologize.
category.
But I'm
Favorite
not.
line
Alright.
from the movie. Oh, Daniel's got his hand up. All
I
right,
thought we
Daniel.
were here for the banter. What's the matter?
Oh, what
I
are you-
was just confused. You guys were just saying yes and no, back and forth. You weren't saying anything. It wasn't banter. It was just yes, no, yes, no, yes, yes. That's not entertaining. That's not funny. That's not
You know what's
adding
funny?
anything to the conversation. That's just saying
Yeah.
yes and no.
You know what's funny when you
But
can't hear
that
anything.
was funny.
Yeah.
You're getting mad going on.
You get hot.
That's
If anyone
entertainment.
can confuse a yes/no, it's
Don't
us.
get me started.
Go ahead. Daniel.
Anywho, my favorite line was they're talking about how much the wedding costs and how it's like $30 million or whatever. And one of them goes, "We're Methodists. $20 million is the limit."
Yeah.
I remember that one.
That's a good
I
one.
like that one too.
Yep.
Is that a
Dave?
religion joke?
Dave?
Chickens are bitches, dude.
Oh, that was one of mine. That was one of mine. She had so many good lines.
I'm gonna jump
Eric?
in. I'm gonna jump in because one of mine is close to that, and I just said "bok bok bitch."
That was one of mine.
Yeah, Peak Lynn. That's her name, right?
To that wedding, like Buck.
Yeah, fake Lynn.
Her real
Her
name
and
is
Oliver-
Aquafina.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I recognize
Her and Oliver are probably my favorite too. Like when they're together,
Yeah. Those two are awesome together.
they're probably my favorite couple or duo when they're in their zone.
Yeah.
So
John?
mine is
Yeah, Matt.
I'll go next. Mine was when they get back or when they first show up to Kim Jong's house and he's talking about how when they came back from college and he said the other one came back as Asian Ellen.
That was
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
One of you came back with a degree that's useful, and the other
Yeah. Came back as Asian Ellen.
But then I really
That's a
like
good
his
one.
where he's like, yeah, I went to Cal Fullerton and I majored in thought.
Yeah, that was mine. And he drops his accent too. He's like, I don't really have an accent.
Yeah. I thought that was awesome. He kills it in his little role as always.
Yeah.
Kevin, what was your favorite line?
I have another one. It's a little more serious, but it's not my job to make you feel like a man. I can't make you something you're not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole part was my favorite for like serious Kevin.
Yeah, that was a good one.
John?
My top one was Kim Jong majoring in thought.
That's on brand. That makes sense. Daniel?
I just had the Methodist one, and then I had "bok bok bitch."
Oh, yeah, those are good.
Okay.
Three of
Okay.
us had that.
I'm gonna go, and my favorite line is in the movie when they're at the party for the plant, and it's finally time, and the lady says, "Look, they're in full bloom."
Yeah.
That's gonna be John in 20 years.
I know. We'll get to that point.
We're like 10 years.
John,
what you're doing,
John's in the
Eddie.
background going, "It's happening!"
I know that my son's best friend is getting married, but look at this flower.
It's beautiful.
John's going to start a
Movie for tonight.
flower podcast here pretty soon.
And a
And
plant
we're not going to be
podcast.
on it. You what?
I said,
What?
and a plant podcast.
Yeah, plant podcast, which we will not be on.
Yeah,
me
it'll
and
just
my
be
plant.
John rambling for 3 hours about the intricacies of raising a plant from seed
Oh,
to
A
big
philodendron.
it sounds so
Another
entertaining.
good
I'll be
garden
in the
party
background
scene
cutting them all
is
down.
in Dennis the Menace, the movie with Walter Matthau.
What?
Wait, what about Dennis the Menace?
Oh, they have a similar garden party in Dennis the Menace. The movie
Oh,
with
that's
Walter
right.
Matthau, where they have a night blooming plant. They have a big
Wow.
garden party, and Dennis ruins it. Check it out.
Dennis!
check it out. Hey, check it out.
Check it out.
Another line that I liked a lot was when Rachel, well, you see the trunk open up and Rachel's like, "You have a cocktail dress in your trunk?"
I'm not a.
What did she say? She's
Because I'm not
yeah,
wrong.
she's not a degenerate or a
Animal.
monster.
Yeah, an
an
animal.
animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Julie, what was yours?
Yeah,
I mean,
Julie.
my favorite was the Astrid speech that Kevin said, but I really like when I have a couple. So when they're when she's going to Paiklin's house for the first time and they're describing what influenced the decor and she's trying to think of a polite thing to say and she just says the gold is very brilliant. I was like, wow, that's actually really good. And then for the bachelor party, when Bernard Ty is saying to organize a party this massive, and Nick puts his and says to organize a party this massive takes a massive asshole.
Yeah. That dude was definitely made to do that.
Yeah.
He's an
And
only
then
child.
when she's talking to Paiklin about mean Eleanor and Eleanor hating her, and she says Eleanor can hate you all day long, but she can't beat 2,000 years of Chinese filial piety.
Yeah.
I like that
Yep.
a lot.
Yeah, I laughed at that one.
I had one when Rachel's going in and the first meet Nick's mom, and they're rolling up to the house, and it's beautiful. And her friend goes, "It's 200 mil of real estate. It's spectacular."
Yep.
All right. Next category. We've got most likely to be off-screen drunk.
Kevin.
It's on screen, baby.
That's all. Yeah. I think Bernard Ty is the obvious answer, but I'm gonna go with Michael, Astrid's husband.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. I mean,
I
he's
had him
closet
too,
few things.
or Oliver.
I had Oliver
think-
and Peak Lynn after the movie because they got together and partied.
I think it's Eleanor because she's been under such enormous stress with the whole family thing.
Mm.
Her grandmother or her mother-in-law didn't like her, thought she was a piece of crap. She continues to want to build the family and everything. And so she's under an enormous amount of pressure. So she drinks secretly.
And her husband's alive, right? He's just
Yeah, he's
alive.
on
He's
business, and
we
we
just
don't
never see
fucking
him.
see him the whole
Yeah.
movie, even though there's all this family shit going on.
Yeah.
When duty calls.
Yep.
Yeah.
His duty's
for the
not
same
to his
reason.
family, apparently.
I said the same thing as Daniel.
Yeah, I was on the fence with that, but I just liked Oliver and Peak Lynn so much. I knew that
Yeah.
they'd drink all the time.
Dude, this
All
guy
right.
is just back here snoring.
Oh my
Oh.
god. Look at him.
He's so shiny.
I can't hear it.
He's-
Then
No,
again, I can barely hear
you can't-
anyway.
It's
So
not loud enough to pick up on the mic.
I can't even hear myself.
Matt, can you hear this?
All right, I'm gonna fart in the mic. See if
Oh, great. Now that is live television right there. All right. Next category, we like to cast our friends. All right, Eric, how
I
many do
just
you
have-
have?
I only have 4.
Does anybody
I have
have
one.
more than that?
No,
So,
I have
Eric,
one.
why don't you go
I have
last?
5,
Okay.
I guess.
Oh, all right. Why don't you go last, and John will go before you.
Okay.
So, Dave.
I casted Daniel as Eleanor because she's the ultimate heel.
Me too.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was my casting.
That was your one casting?
I didn't
Yeah.
have any.
Okay.
I struggled. I said, none of us are flawless billionaires with very little personalities.
None of us are flawless billionaires with perfect hair, perfect face,
And no personality.
perfect outfits, washboard
personality.
abs.
Speaks with a charming English diction.
Well, Matt's gotten the
Yeah, that's you,
washboard
John. Kevin, do you have
I'm with
anybody?
you, Matt. I couldn't cast anybody on this one.
Yeah. Julie?
I had Araminta as as John, just because she's always just having a good time throughout the movie, right? Like she's just like just going through, and I feel like John would do that too. He'd just be like, "All right, we're here, we're all together. Let's just keep having a good time."
We're partying.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's
Let's go on an
Singapore,
all-paid
baby.
expenses shopping spree.
Yeah.
Well, she's just like dancing, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had Piglet remind me of Adam because she knew who everyone was,
Mhm.
and was able to help her friend, like, navigate that kind of scene.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
That's a good one.
and the T.A. Curtis kind of reminded me of Kevin, or how Kevin would pose, I feel, in that situation. I don't know. That was just random. So.
Nice. John?
All right, I have Matt being Rachel Chu because of game theory math stuff.
That makes
I
sense.
have Dave is Nick because he's handsome. And
He's
then I have
flawless.
Daniel
Dave
being
is
Nick's
flawless.
mom because I would just love to see him be overbearing toward Dave and also good heel work for Daniel. I have Eric as Pakelin because of like being the all-knowing guide, I guess. Like, all right, here's what we do. And then Cody, I have as Bernard Ty, who's willing to pull out all the stops.
Oh wow, that's really good. Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
with a
I didn't even think of
bazooka.
that.
Tommy
Yeah.
would make a good Bernard too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go, and I also had Cody as Bernard Ty because he would be the one to plan a bachelor party in international waters.
Oh, that's fair.
And I said Daniel is Amanda, not Eleanor, because Amanda is friendly with Rachel first, and then she turns
This
heel.
is true.
Then
That's
she
That's a
turns
good
heel.
one. That
That's
is
true.
that is a good
Eleanor
one.
just doesn't fucking like her all the time.
Right.
I said
That's a
that.
good point.
Yeah, I said that I'm Colin because I would definitely be the one to leave my own bachelor party because it's too busy or just like I don't want to be there.
And
Just
you
go
would
on
love
the
a
dock.
quiet place.
Yeah.
Just drinking
Yeah.
a beer on the water. Absolutely.
And
Good
then-
answer.
Thank you. The last one I have is John is one of the aunties that throws a party for a blooming flower. Pick which one. I don't know. But he's the one that throws the party for the blooming flower.
Could be
Nice.
any aunties. I don't know. I don't know how they use that term.
Auntie John.
Yeah, that was cool learning auntie and uncle as the
Yeah.
terminology.
Uncle John.
Drunkle
Uncle John.
Drunkle John. No, it's
Drunkle
Drunkle
Kevin.
Kevin.
That's me.
Drunkle John, Drunkle Kevin.
Me and Kevin are throwing a garden party this weekend. You're all invited.
What kind of garden?
Yeah.
No, it's a normal garden, but when he and Dave throw it, it's a different kind.
It's an herbal garden.
It's an herbal garden.
We're all gonna have a good time.
Oh yeah. All right.
Everybody's gonna be smiling.
Next category we've got, is this a podium role for any of the top billed cast members? I
Did
think this is
anybody say
another easy.
no for anybody?
What?
So
What?
Michelle
Did,
Yeoh,
did anybody say no for anybody?
maybe?
yeah, Michelle Yeoh maybe. But I think
No,
even then,
I said yes, and it just beat out Tomorrow Never Dies.
I was going to say the opposite.
yeah, you would, Kevin.
I knew Kevin would say the opposite. That's why I made sure to notate that down. Because Tomorrow Never Dies fucking sucked.
Hey, calm down.
But
it
yeah,
wasn't
I
that
said
bad.
yes to everyone.
Yeah.
It's still
So,
top three for her. I'll
so
say.
Constance Wu was at 35. She was around our age when this was filmed. She looks a lot younger. I didn't realize because she's 41 now, she's 41. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And then she's really only known for I was looking at movies that she's in, and she's really not in a ton, but she's mostly known for Fresh Off the Boat, which I don't know if any of you guys watch that show, but
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
No.
television
It
program.
was a TV series.
yeah. And then Henry Golding, as I mentioned, this was his first movie, so clearly this is
Yeah.
his first big role. So a lot of yeah, I mean this is an easy one where it's a yes. And then my only question is this a Kim Jong podium role? Because I want to say
Yeah.
no, but because it's so small. But then again, every movie that he's in it is a small role.
Mhm.
Like, name me a movie where he's the main character.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever is.
He had a TV show,
always-
but
He's
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
just doing like a supporting role.
So I
Yeah.
think the magnitude of this movie kind of says, for me, I think it's a yes. I think it's role models. I obviously think it's The Hangover because that's where he got famous. And then I would say this.
yeah.
Because I was looking at it, and it's like, yeah, he's this random guy and Knocked Up, and
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
a doctor
Knocked
or
Up.
whatever.
He's a
But he's like
like
all these
one
little
scene.
roles. I mean, at least in Role Models, he's the villain, so like he's got
Yeah.
a decent sized
And
role in that,
Yeah, he's in a
Yeah.
few scenes.
right? But isn't that kind of weird? Like we know Kim Jong is a pretty big name, but like he's never really been the main guy in anything.
Yeah, he's a character actor though. He's not
Yeah.
supposed to be a main.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I agree. It's just funny that he's one of the most famous character actors then.
Yeah.
My dog's going.
All right, last category. And I know everybody's waiting and cannot wait any longer. We finished this podcast with announcing our rom-com podium list. So first, does this make it? And then give me your top three. We'll start with John. Does this make it? And then give me your top three. I have to repeat it so John knows what to do.
John, does this make your podium? And then give us your top three.
Everybody.
John.
Hello, John.
All right, to part one, it's a no.
Okay.
To part
Okay.
B,
What's your third?
I had to stretch for some of these, but my top three, I don't know what particular order to put them in, but I like Office Space, which might be a big stretch because of Peter and Jennifer Aniston's love interest in that movie.
I mean,
Grease
I didn't-
is
That's
for sure
romantic.
romantic, but maybe a comedy. And then my third is Garden State, written by Zach Braff. And
Wait,
Nice.
hold on. What was second?
Grease.
Grease.
Grease. Okay, I
It
didn't
might
hear that.
be.
I'm sorry.
It might be a comedy, but it's romantic. Isn't that what we're doing?
Yeah, it may not be that comedic, but definitely.
No,
romantic.
I think all of those. I mean, Office Space is probably the closest. Is the biggest stretch, but I
Yeah.
would say the other
Yeah.
two are rom-coms in a
Yeah.
way.
So there you go.
Julie's face says she doesn't agree.
No, I mean I'm open to it, but I guess just start
Office
off with
Space is a
Office
wild
Space
one.
was, like
Yeah.
threw me off.
Yeah, me too. I was like,
I just
was he thinking 1999? I think was the year. But then he reeled it in.
Yep, that's what he does.
Kevin, what about you?
I wasn't going to put this one on as my number three, but this one or this movie in general, the one we're doing, definitely doesn't do it. But my third one is Thomas Crown Affair. Because I feel like that's as comedic as Crazy Rich Asians. I think
Really?
I do.
I think
Crazy
I don't
Rich
think
Asians
there's
was
any
more of a
comedy
drama.
in that movie.
Oh, there's a lot of comedy in
I
that.
haven't seen it.
It's a romantic drama, and I feel like that's how Crazy Rich Asians is. But anyways, my other
Definitely
two,
not, but okay.
This is hilarious.
my number
So
two
if
is
we put
Groundhog
that
Day.
and Office Space together,
I think we would get a romantic comedy.
I think you're going further away. Maybe.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't know.
Groundhog Day is actually listed as a romantic comedy.
Yeah, I see.
He's
I
going
can see
over
that
and over
one.
again, trying to get the
Yeah.
girl the whole
Yeah.
time, and it's awesome. And my
100%.
my number one is Coming to America.
Yeah.
Is
Nice.
what?
Coming to
Kevin
America.
had two of mine.
Oh, God.
Holy shit!
Coming
You had the,
to America.
you had the Thomas Crown Affair too.
No, I had
Man,
40
we were all
year
over.
old virgin, Groundhog Day, and Coming to
Mm.
America.
Yes.
Nice.
list, Dave.
4-year-old virgin.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Where we find my
Daniel?
I said yes. This makes my podium. I
Wow.
have at number 3, Crazy Rich Asians.
Nice.
At number 2, I have Palm Springs.
Nice.
And number 1, I have Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Nice. It
Yeah.
made your podium. That's awesome.
Yeah, I really like this movie.
Daniel texted me that he got misty-eyed during the movie.
Hey,
And
you
I
ain't
was
gotta
like-
tell. You ain't
Well,
gotta
no.
tell stories. At school.
Which part?
He told me that he was.
That was in private.
Daniel, show him your chest hair. That'll
He told
that'll
me-
make up.
He
for it.
told me that he was bawling
Yeah.
like a baby,
Which part?
and
His mom had to come over and give him tissues.
and I was like, so that means you liked it, right? And he's like, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna save all coherent thoughts for the podcast. But that's awesome.
Yeah, I also told Eric, like, hey, I can still feel.
That's true. I didn't know
Sometimes
I
it
could feel.
really is like that.
Yeah.
Eric?
I said yes. This does make my podium list. This is number 3.
Mm.
Number 2 is Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Daniel and
Nice.
I are on the same page. Number 1 is The Wedding Singer.
Okay.
I
Hmm.
I love The
contemplated
Wedding
putting
Singer.
that one on my podium.
Yep. Julie?
Wedding Singers on my podium also. Love that movie. And this movie made my podium too. I watched it when we lived in Oregon as a comfort movie a
Yeah.
lot
Mm.
when I was
Nice.
stressed from work or
We-
something. Like
We have
I
seen
just
this movie so
watched
much.
it a lot. And so yeah, for that alone, it absolutely makes my podium. So Crazy Rich Asians, I would say, is number 3. And then I'd say The Princess Bride is number
Right.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Almost
And
put
Nice.
that on there.
Wedding Singer is my number 1.
Oh,
Also.
yeah.
Number 1.
I did not realize that was your number.
Yeah,
1.
Fives.
Wow.
Oh,
Fives.
High fives.
Well, 5-5.
High five.
So,
high five.
so it's kind of funny because Daniel shit on 2 of mine, but here, and he likes this one. So this does not make my podium. It's entertaining.
What the fuck is
Um,
wrong with you, Matt?
It's good, but it's not as good as the other ones.
It's a good movie.
So mine are number 3, 27 Dresses.
Nice.
Which I haven't seen.
Yeah, so it has one of the best movie scenes of all time when they sing Benny and the Jets on the bar. I absolutely love that scene. It's a classic. So my number 2 is When Harry Met Sally. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we
Speaking
know
of
my
the
thoughts on that
all-time
one.
classic.
Why are you
Which
sorry?
I will say,
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
your
why are you
list.
apologizing?
yeah, I wasn't on the podcast, but I did enjoy that movie, and I think for at least one big reason is the long story arc. But
Yeah,
I
so
wanted to come to your rescue, Matt, after the years you took.
well, that's what I like about most rom-coms. And one thing about this movie, Crazy Rich Asians, that like they were already together. I like the story of getting the couple together, and When Harry Met
Yeah.
Sally is like the ultimate story of getting together.
Love and
Mhm.
basketball.
And then my number 1 is actually the same as Julie's, The Wedding Singer.
The
And
Wedding
mine.
Singer.
It's the same as
And
Eric
Eric's.
too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Eric's.
I'm here too, Matt.
He couldn't.
Sorry.
He couldn't hear yours. He couldn't hear your.
I wasn't
Sorry.
looking at Eric.
The favorite
Sorry.
of
I'll
Mr.
speak
and
up,
Mrs.
Matt.
Julie.
So yeah, my number one's Wedding Singer because I absolutely love that movie, and it doesn't get much better. And the music's amazing, and Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore, they just knock out of the park. So
Yep.
Fun
There's my
fact:
top
Eric
three.
played "I Want to Grow Old with You." I told him that I love that movie and I love that song.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I was over at your house, and he played "I Want to Grow Old with You," the song that Adam Sandler
Aw.
plays.
Yep.
Drew Barrymore on his acoustic guitar, like right there, and I was just like, "Well, this isn't fair."
Did he sing as beautifully as me?
Even beautifuler.
Yes.
Beautifuler.
He was the beautifulest.
Alright.
Yeah, as Kelly said, another one of our wedding songs as well. I mean, it's great.
Before
Absolutely.
we get out of here,
Oh,
I got
where's our top
I got
five?
a top 5.
Nice.
top 5 what?
Kept us
And
waiting.
it's my top 5 movies about rich people.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Number 5, Coming to America.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
At number
So good.
4, Scarface.
Okay.
At
You like to start
number
off?
3, Richie Rich.
Oh my God, I forgot about that movie.
Yes.
At number 2, The Big Short.
Oh,
Mm.
That's a good
That
movie.
movie's fucking awesome. That movie's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking just Christian Bale in his office, just blasting heavy metal in his ears while while looking at numbers all day. And then number 1, The Wolf of Wall Street.
oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
There you
Good
go.
Marty Scorsese flick.
I like the Richie Rich
Dave?
being put in there.
I
Yeah.
appreciate your list. I
You got
just
one?
have 2 addendums that need to be out there, bud. Batman and
gonna say
Iron
Batman.
Man are both
Alright.
movies about rich dudes.
I was thinking Batman too.
That's fair.
Valid.
That's true.
That's fair. Dude,
I was
So,
what's
definitely
funny
supposed to be
though
on the
Rich
outside
is-
looking in or whatever. I just felt that they needed to be represented here.
Yeah, for sure.
Bro, that's funny. Like on all the lists that I looked up for like movies about rich people, no superheroes popped up.
That's hilarious.
That
Like
was
not
literally
that's
none of those
basically-
movies. Like
That's
That is
basically
the premise.
Batman's and Iron Man's powers.
Yeah.
That they're
Yes.
rich.
yeah.
They are
It's
rich.
that they're-
And they're
Nice.
smart.
They just have more money than God, so they can do stuff like create a suit of armor or buy grappling hooks and batarangs and giant cars that go twice the speed limit.
Not work
Yeah.
and stay up all night investigating people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Learning whatever they want.
Literally whatever they want.
Sounds awesome.
It's a repeating income.
All right. Repeating income. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Thank
do
you,
that.
everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Yes, hearts all around. Anybody want to sign off? All right. Our 5 viewers. Bye, guys. It's been real. Thanks, Kelly and Benjamin, for keeping our chat alive.
I love
Our
you all.
5 viewers. What the fuck?
Where was Cody?